Previously on Splinter Cell.
Wilkes.
I'm gonna... I'll live.
You're dying, Wilkes.
Are you all right?
Is that a joke?
I'm sorry. The mission's not over.
What about Wilkes?
We're scrambling for a replacement. We might have a runner in Japan we could borrow, a woman named Cohen.
What's in Myanmar?
Nikoladze. We used the Kalinatech data to pinpoint him at the Chinese embassy in Rangoon.
Chinese support for the Georgians?
The political situation isn't good. If they are backing Nikoladze, you better find rock-solid proof.
But you know the details.
Good Lord, Fisher. That's General Kong Feirong.
Good Lord. Who's that?
Yes. I've attended many executions, but never American.
They're going to execute the soldiers.
Sounds like it.
You've got to stop them. Rendezvous with Cohen. I'll forward her the coordinates for Mouke.
Mouke Tsoe Bo.
Right.
Auspicious hunting ground.
Damn straight. The time for subtlety is past. I need to get this to the Joint Chiefs. See if this means war.
Though the evidence itself has not been revealed, U.S. intelligence is claiming to have proof of China manufacturing nuclear weapons, a blatant infraction of international treaties. China has made an unmitigated denial of the charges, restating the belief that diplomatic talks with China continue to crumble. U.S. military forces are mobilizing towards the anticipation of possible hostilities. China again denies any involvement in Kombayn Nikoladze's, oh my God, broadcast through the internet just minutes ago.
Cannot allow my nation to be subjected to the blatant international despotism of the United States or the cronyism of its allies. The world is not yours alone, and the soldiers you send into it are all equally guilty of American fascism. At 5:30 p.m. Greenwich Standard Time, the United States soldiers captured in a just war against their motherland will be executed. Their deaths broadcast for the world to watch.
Fisher, we're getting close to war. If Nikoladze kills these men on live broadcast, we're sunk.
Are we worrying about the broadcast or the murders?
For now, the broadcast. It'll buy us time to stop the killings. Nikoladze is broadcasting from an antenna on the roof. That's your first objective. You'll find the rest on your OPSAT.
What's going on, guys? It's the thing that you grab when your sinuses and allergies are absolute bullshit. It's Snot Rag, and we have another episode of Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. We have mission number 8, Abattoir,
I thought this was what
which
made
is
the pools
slaughterhouse for people that don't read a book. This
Maybe
is
it's malfunctioning.
It doesn't
hands
affect
down
us
the
anyway.
most difficult mission in the entirety of the game. So as long as you follow along here and do exactly what I do, when you hit that valve there, this is going to change up their patrol patterns ever so slightly and give us enough wiggle room to get by. Move slow because they will hear you on the tin roof. And we should be able to get by. There's going to be a little data entry, data stick in here that we'll read later on. Walk slow here.
General, this is Badri. The landmines are in place. Make sure nobody without the polarized thermal sensor enters the courtyard.
Now, this is a solid path that will get you out of the mines and everything, no problem. I recommend saving here just in case you guys mess this up. If you walk too fast or everything like that, it's very easy to get caught here with sound and everything. So you want to make sure that you always land crouch, you're going at a reasonable speed to get by, and you make sure, of course, that you also stay out of the light. Also, you will see sometimes that the camera is going to be shaky. That's because my muscle spasms from my injury have gotten really out of control as of recently, and I really can't do much to control that, so I do apologize in advance. We're going to wait right here.
Nothing to report.
for the light to go back. If you pay attention to the meter here, it does say that we are in the dark, even though it looks like the spotlight is directly on us. But as long as we stay here, when the light goes away, we should be good to go. We're not out of the woods yet. As soon as you land here, continue to walk slow, because there is a guard right above us that will hear us if we're going a little too fast. Very, very tricky part coming up right here. It's actually pretty easy, but the next section up ahead after this one is tough. I recommend saving here. All we gotta do to get past this section is that we move when the light is off, and then when the light comes back on, we stop. So just go the speed that I do and make sure that you stay here. Do not go on the tin roof whatsoever. Otherwise they will hear you and you'll get a warning if you're too loud. And that actually happens here in this playthrough or walkthrough, is I get a warning right when I land here.
Where's our Salman? Make sure we're close enough to hear prayers.
So I go a little too fast, and that little bridge right there is where I get my first warning. The second time that you are too loud, they'll actually send people up here and you will get caught.
There's something on the roof. Should we check it out?
It's probably another rat, and I don't want to miss the executions.
So that is the first warning. So we just gotta kind of slow your roll here, and you should be good to go. But when you're up on this little zip line here, you should be okay, or the cable. It looks like a zip line. So all we gotta do is we just gotta wait for the light to go out, because I'm afraid sometimes that they will see you out the window there. Climb over the fence, and then we're just gonna kill the broadcast, and that's it.
What the hell just happened? The broadcast antenna's down. We've got no outgoing signal.
We're under attack. The Americans are here. They've taken out the broadcast antenna.
Get Nikoladze out of here. I want his helicopter airborne now. I want a squad of technicians with an armed escort on the roof and repairing that antenna. I want the Americans found and killed.
Yes, sir.
Sounds like you shook things up pretty well, but it's only going to buy us a few minutes. Find those soldiers, Fisher.
Come over here to this door, do exactly as I do. There's going to be a guard that comes out. Once the door opens and he's a couple of paces away, we should be good to go. Good to go. Now, at this part right here, walk slow after you open this door, because this is going to delay the door to shut, and that guard down there will just run right past the door. He won't even stop to look at you. Sometimes if you were to allow the door to close, it'll delay him from going out there, and sometimes he will see you. It's really hit or miss doing that. So that's why I recommend actually making sure that the door is open before going in. Now this part right here can be a little tricky. I recommend saving here. Center Strain had this tip here where if you jump over this railing here, and if you land on the sink but crouch, you'll be able to get by this. But unfortunately for me, I completely missed. But also lucky for me, I landed crouch. So this guy did not hear me. If you do not land crouch, he will hear you. And we're just gonna sneak slowly by. Don't go right now, because sometimes he will do a little pattern. His head will look to the right, and if you're going at that time when he jerks his head that way, he will see you. So that's why we're just going to slow down, wait for him to be facing forward again, and then we're good to go.
Gringo, this is Nikoladze. Kill the American soldiers. Take them to the studio and kill them. We'll release the footage whenever we can. Tell Feirong we are moving ahead. I'll retrieve the Ark. This is Gringo. I want the American soldiers prepped and in studio. The executions are going forward as planned. Yes, sir.
The next part is very, very difficult, and it is the infamous walk-in freezer section. Unfortunately, this is going to be where we are going to have to take people out because of how difficult it can be to sneak by these guys. But right here, we're going to do something kind of dynamic. So make sure that you have your diversion camera equipped in your rifle. Walk slow here, because these guys have super AI hearing. They will hear you if you're not going slow enough.
Not our place to question. Let's go.
I recommend saving here too, because this part can be very, very tricky. So once you're up here toward the opening, you're going to want to shoot your sticky camera right here. Deploy the gas, X out of it, jump down, and get into the walk-in freezer as quickly as you can. Now what's going to happen here is those guards that we just used the gas on will follow us in here. So what you want to do here is you want to get into this corner. Not this one, the corner across. You'll see me move here in just a minute. Stay right here. Now is a matter of playing the wait game. Multiple times I did this, I had all 3 guards come in here and I got caught and everything, and I tried to figure out a way to get by, and I found this corner by sheer luck. And also in this instance, we only had one of the guards come in here. So it's playing the wait game. We're going to be here for like a couple of minutes just to make sure that we're in the clear. Very, very hard to do. So we're just gonna wait. It's all a matter of timing. He's doing his patrol pattern. Like I said, I thought originally all 3 of them came in, but it turned out in this instance only 1 guard came in. So he just said must have been nothing, but I'm still waiting here because I always had all 3 of them come in here, but in this instance it was only just the 1 guy. So I'm staying here until I feel comfortable to move. Again, I'm not sure, so that's why I'm just staying here. And I keep hearing movement, so I'll just stick right back onto the wall. And there's the tremor right there. I'm really sorry, guys. I apologize on that. If you see really shaky footage, it's because my arm keeps on having the spasms and I can't control them all that much. So when I feel like that it's all clear, I just wait a couple of minutes, and if I don't see anybody, now would be a good time to go. So we're just gonna get moving here in a couple of minutes. But guys, I've been taking a look at the video analytics. I'm very surprised on how well the series is doing so far. Please like, comment, and of course hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so that way you guys are up to date on any Splinter Cell or any other games of the future. And I really do appreciate the support and all the views. I appreciate it. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna do some more sneaky stuff. I recommend saving here. So this guard is gonna be here for just a bit, and then he's gonna go back the way he came. Once he goes back into the walk-in, we're gonna follow him, and we're gonna go to the right. We're going to watch out for this guard right here as well. There's also a turret that's going to be directly in front of us. However, because we're far away from it and we're in the smoke or the cold right now with all the fog, the turret can't see us. So we got to time this really well. We got to time it so that way the turret is facing to the left of us, and we also got to make sure that the guard here does not see us. As long as you stay here in this corner, the guard and the turret will not see you. So we got to time this based on the guard and the turret. Save right here. Now go. Silky smooth. So, this part right here. This is the instance where we have to take people out. It is very, very difficult to sneak by. I tried so many times to get by these guys with no success. Center Strain was able to do it on his channel, but I'm not Center Strain. So, I decide I've had enough and I want to take these guys out. So I do it in a very, very weird order. What I do here is I pretty much mimic what Center Strain did here. So I wait for the guard to turn around here, and then I pretty much follow him. And we are pretty much just pretending to be his shadow. And it's actually easier if you take them out in this order. So save right here, as soon as you get in cover here. And now we're going to have a little fun. Now we're going to take people out. So first up, this guy right here. He's going to be one of the first people that we take out. So luckily, we're far enough away to where people will not see us. The turret will also not see us doing this as well. Even though it'll look like that the turret will see us, he doesn't, or it doesn't. So we're going to grab him, and we're going to take him over here into the corner. We're going to hide these bodies a little bit better later before we proceed, because we have to distract the guard in the next room. Sleepy night-night. I've tried so many times to get by these guys. I've done everything to try to get by these guys, and no success. There's just too many moving parts. And again, this game came out in 2002, and this game was designed to where you were forced to take people out with both non-lethal and lethal. So now, this cupcake right here is going to be next for our meal. So we're going to grab him again, and we're going to drag him. I always recommend grabbing them and then taking them further away from other guards and then knocking them out. Because if we were to just straight up, you know, hit the left mouse and knock them out, odds are this guard right here would have heard it, or the guard in the next room would have heard it and completely screwed us up. So again, we're just gonna wait. I'm starting to get a little impatient because this is like my 8th take that I've done of trying to get this guy. So here we go. He's turned around. We're gonna just go ahead and walk right behind him and grab him. Or not. I forgot that I did that. I just knocked him out. Either way, he went sleepy night-night. So we're gonna go ahead and hide the bodies. I tried to find a really good spot to put them, and I just decided that right here would be the best place. Because we already got past those first guards in there, and they typically won't come in here because we're going to be too far away for them to hear the noise that we have to create. So that's all we're doing, is just hiding the bodies. So that's something that I definitely want in the next Splinter Cell, you know, with the taking controls and everything. Yeah, I definitely want that poof gone out the window. It's definitely going to be more modernized controls, modernized graphics and everything. I want the tactics to be more modernized as well, because, you know, the scripted events and everything, I want more options. Like, I want options where we don't have to take people out. I want options where, yes, there are going to be some people that we do have to take out. You can take them out non-lethally or lethally if you have to. I want more choice. And maybe, you know, exactly like with previous entries where, like, hey, if you do this stealthily and, you know, you do non-lethal, you get a reward. Like, I remember in Double Agent it had a progression system. Depending on how well you did, you would get pieces of equipment for your further missions. Save right here, because what we're going to do is we're going to jump up on this pipe. And then we are just going to shimmy right across because, like I said, the turret is going to be on our left. And then there's also another guard in here that we're going to need to distract. And just when I thought that this mission couldn't get any tougher, I was wrong. This is one of the hardest areas in the... Actually, you know what? I think this is the hardest area in the game. The walk-in freezer is definitely the hardest. I have to say it is. So as soon as we get over these little junction boxes here, we're just going to let go of the pipe, and then we're going to crouch land. Make sure you land softly, otherwise he'll hear you. And then we're going to come over and we're going to deactivate the turret because it is kind of in the way of where we have to go. There's going to be a bottle right behind us. That's a piece of meat. I thought that was the bottle, and I'm looking for it, and I'm like, where is it? But it's right here. So grab this bottle, and I recommend saving here because sometimes distracting this guy can be a pain in the butt. Throw the bottle exactly where I do. And once he's distracted, move over here, and then you're going to want to jump on these tables. And you're good to go. Save here. Just the further you get, the more I recommend you save, because you don't want to start that whole entire thing all over again. Now, this part is interesting. These guys are actually really simple to get by. However, if you don't do it at the right time, or if you do it in a certain amount of time, you will get caught. And I'll explain that as we get closer to the objective. So right now, I'm just kind of making sure that I'm okay to go, and I'm trying to find out where the other guard is. I know that there's 3 of them, but I can't see him on my thermals, so that's why I'm just like, okay, where is he? So once I look around with the camera and everything, just to make sure I'm clear, we're going to wait for this guard right here to move, and we're just going to breeze on by this guy as quietly as we can. We're going to come over here to this wall. There's the 3rd guy. So, I'm trying to analyze where he's going to go, but it looks like he's not going to move, so I recommend saving here. So finally, what I recommend you do is this wall right here. Get up on this wall, and then you're just going to move down. They will not see you as long as you do this. As long as you stay on the wall here, and you move down this wall, they will not see you. You're completely fine. Now right here is where we're going to need to, again, play the wait game. We got to wait for that guard on the left of us to turn around, but I go ahead and get up here ready to go, so he's turned around and gone. Now we can't jump directly into the vent. Now just slow your roll here, because that guard right there in front of us to the right of us, if he is looking to the left of us while we're trying to go into the vent, he will see you, even though there's a big junction box right there that begs to differ. So here you can see that I make sure everything's okay, but look, he just jumps right out of the vent, the guard's looking this way, not good, we get in. Not so silky smooth. So here I get a little bit lost in the vent, and I do apologize, but very, very, very difficult to pull that off. This mission is one of the toughest. I think it is the toughest in the entirety of the game. What a mission. Oof. And plus, it was just not designed to be this stealthy. So PC, I have a little trouble getting out of the vent here, so once you're good to go. Move slow down here because there is a guard patrolling, and once again I recommend saving. So there's a guard that likes to patrol this area over here. He's gonna come into frame here in just a sec. There he is. And then we're gonna wait here, and we're gonna wait for him to go back the way he came. Once he does, we're good to go. Stay up here because there's a little switch right there that we need to activate, and we're good to go. Do exactly as I do with this next part. As soon as we load in, run. Go down, slow your roll here. There are two guards here. We're gonna wait for this guard right here to turn around. We're in the dark, he can't see us. There is another guard in that room right there that I'm looking at. There he is. As soon as that guard turns around and goes back to the way he came, we're gonna go. So the first guard we stuck by is gone. He's gonna go now. Now's our time to go. Zoom in, shoot, move, zoom in, shoot, move. Come over here, and all you're gonna do is deactivate the turret. Very difficult part here. This mission was not easy. So as soon as that guard moves, we should be good to go. There's also another guard in that hallway that you gotta watch out for, so make sure that you're in the clear. Save there, or right here is even better.
Are you sure they put him on a helicopter?
Now these two can be an absolute annoyance to try to get by. Very tricky to get by. I'm trying to do this also to save all of our non-lethals for the battle up ahead. Spoiler alert, the game came out in 2002. Deactivate this turret right here. You can keep the other one on if you want, or you can deactivate it, it doesn't matter. Do exactly as I do here. Get in this corner, and then get up and start running. Do exactly as I do there, because we want both of their attention. So both of these guards, we want both of them to come into this room and do a patrol pattern together. So there we go, and we're gonna wait for our opportunity to come in here. So they're both going that way. That's our opportunity that we know that this is good. Again, turret right here, we need the SC-20K. We're gonna wait for it to move. As soon as it goes to the right, we're good. Shoot this light. Good to go. Save right here. And I recommend getting into this first cubby hole right here. Because I've tried going further down, but I've gotten caught every single time. So right now we're just going to sit here and admire Sam's crotch.
Come on, you know you want to watch.
I don't. Broadcasting
And his
murder
booty.
is barbaric.
Sam got that tattoo cake for days.
It's a pointless conversation. We're on patrol until the alert quiets.
Don't tell me you believe those American super spy stories coming out of Kola.
Nikoladze believes them. I believe them.
Those stories are nothing but Russian winters and Russian vodka. We should be with the others watching the broadcast.
As soon as they start moving, we can go. But just do it slowly, though. Now, the next part up ahead is very tough. It's taken me so many times to do this. and it just absolutely makes me mad. So I recommend saving as soon as you start talking to the gentleman that we're about to, the Chinese ambassador. So just go ahead and deactivate these turrets, and we're gonna take out everybody except for Vyacheslav Grinko with non-lethal. We are going to kill Grinko.
I want to go home.
Because I run out of tools, and also because Lambert gives us the green light to kill him. So here we're gonna go ahead and look through all these files that I collected for you guys. If you want to pause and read them, catch up on the lore. Once again, Grinko we are going to kill. We are not taking him out non-lethally because I run out of the tools to do so because of the fight up ahead.
You are American.
You're Chinese.
The PRC ambassador to Myanmar. I must speak with a representative of your government.
They hear everything I do. Shoot.
Kong Feirong does not represent the will of China. He is a splinter faction of the Chinese army. All of them fanatics and fools.
What does he want?
First, Taiwan, with others to follow. Gifts to the PRC he thinks they will not be able to refuse.
How is Nikoladze involved?
Trade. Feirong provides transport and munitions in exchange for weapons-grade nuclear waste.
Does China know?
No. And unless they are issued proof of Feirong's activities, I fear the certainty of war.
What's the proof?
On the computer in his office. My office. He has overridden and reset the lock.
I force him to open his computer and forward the contents to the PRC. And our countries don't go to war.
Such is my hope.
Do exactly as I do here. Make sure you have your airfoil rounds ready to go. We're gonna do a little roll here. Stay right here, and we're gonna wait for this guard right here to pop his head up like a gopher, and then we're gonna hit him right in the head with the airfoil round. Sometimes it will bounce off of him, even though if you hit him in the head. But right here we got him. We're gonna wait right here again. There's another guard coming, and then we're gonna take him out with the airfoil and knock him out. Same thing with that guy right there. We're gonna hit him with the airfoil, and then knock him out. Go ahead and equip your sticky shocker because we got this guy right here. That's where I messed up because I missed him. So now we only have one airfoil round left. So we got this guy right here.
I'm going down there.
So I'm tracking him, making sure. Here he comes. Got lucky there. Knocked him out. So here, I run out of tools. You can get him with the sticky shocker if you saved it instead of using all two of them. But because I'm all out of tools, and if you get stuck here, I recommend saving right here. We are going to kill Grinko. He's very difficult to get him, so if you get him with a headshot, you're good to go. Boom.
Grinko's dead! He killed Grinko! Repeat that? Vyacheslav Grinko is dead!
Fisher, Echelon just picked out an intercept. Feirong knows that Grinko's dead and Nikoladze is gone.
That's not good.
Get back to the embassy. He's trying to destroy the evidence that could keep us out of a war.
Right.
The rescue of the U.S. troops and Chinese dignitaries has momentarily stabilized faltering U.S.-Chinese relations. The Chinese dignitaries claim that Feirong represents only a splinter faction of the PLA, operating without the knowledge of Greater China. Proof that Feirong has gone renegade could prevent an impending war. Sorry about reading that a little weird. I'm just really tired because of all the shifts and everything and my arm acting up. But guys, that's it. Please like, comment, and please subscribe so that way we can make this channel one of the greats and we can keep it going. I sure do appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for everything, all the views. I will see you all in the next one. And as always, stay frosty.